If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part.
Exactly. So
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Actually, I can probably save it for later
Thank
tonight.
you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant.
Well,
I'll just get through this
the
beginning
Tri-Commission's
first.
work used to consist of, but recently she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since we all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts, the only problem is, in the meantime, yep, that's the one. And all the time.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Ina's... Oh yeah, you're right! Which would also be...
I don't think you need to worry about that.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading,
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment.
Huh? What?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through.
My lack of ability is to blame.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns.
Yes, you're right. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need...
I suppose. Well,
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the... If things carry on like this...
Huh?
Don't know for sure.
sounds like you guys know what to do. You know, if...
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have... Let's take a...
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. You came because you need my help, didn't you?
Do all electrocatalysts hit on the Traveler?
Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor
Oh my
and light
God.
novels when I went to see her.
My god. Oh my god, she has a weakness for light
the
novels.
Poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
I feel like, George, this is who I think is coming next. I think it's the Jester. Or the one, he has like a half black and white mask. And he has like blue hair and he experiments on people. I feel like Dottore. Oh yeah, and then that's pretty much kind of alluded to because Child wrote into his brother's letters saying that like, oh, I actually really like the Traveler, and if I wasn't a part of the Harbingers, I would love to travel with them. That was really sweet doing Child's story. So I feel like Child is eventually going to join us. Maybe something to deal with his family, I don't know. So I feel like Child is eventually going to join us. And Senora is just dead. I'm sorry that the Crimson Witch of Flame is dead, but she is dead. And then Scaramouche, you know, that's going to happen. You know, we don't know what's going to happen with that. But I feel like it's the Dottore. I feel like he's going to make an appearance sometime soon. Maybe in Sumeru, I don't know. Oh, the poor thing, without desserts and books to console herself with. She was so angry she quite simply lost it. Oh, man. So books and desserts are A's weakness.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you.
Hey, she messed with Venti first, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. She messed with Venti
Faye
first.
seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. So there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
I just hope this story quest is really good, because I really love Venti and Zhongli's story quest. Yoimiya's is also one of my personal favorites, but I really love the Archon story quests.
I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
I'm just waiting for when Dottore gets added into the game. I know that it's really controversial, because he is a human experimenter and he's kind of a piece of shit. But I feel like I kind of like him in the same way that I think people really went wild over Scaramouche. Like, that's kind of my harbinger that I kind of have a weakness for. So maybe I just like crazy people, I don't know. But I don't know which one of the harbingers we're gonna see. I don't know. We have no idea. We only know three. Technically 4 if you read the manga. We only know 4 out of the 11. The 5th one is only a silhouette. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Why should I do this for you when I already have everything one could ever want and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
Gosh, I just really want... I want to see Dottore. I just want to see A give the biggest clap to Scaramouche. That's all I want. I just want to see the Raiden Shogun or A. I just want to see A just give the biggest like clap back to Scaramouche. That's all I want to see. Definitely Timmy. I'm looking forward to that probably the most. But I hate the fact that what I think most people feel for Scaramouche, like that whole weakness, that fangirl thing, I hate that that's how I feel for Dottore, honestly. And I want to see him, like, I want to see that blue-haired cocky fuck in this game. I know he's not a good guy, I know that Dottore is not someone you should like, but, you know, I need to see that, like, he's the one harbinger I want to see. I want to see who voices him. I want to see how they'd, I guess, characterize Dottore? And see how his stuff kind of fits into the story? Oh, George, I will pose this question, though. George, have you seen the Travail story chapter where they kind of show the future characters from Sumeru, Natlin, and Fontaine? Here, no, wait, I'll send you something on Twitter, George. I actually have something I'm gonna pose to you. So you know how we're doing that whole thing of... Because I think the Sumeru arc is gonna be about the fact that the Archon and having to deal with knowledge and being in the pursuit of it or something. if I remember correctly, I'd have to rewatch the trailer, but you know how for Mondstadt we learned that moral, and then we said that to Leah about the whole, like, when the Guardians are fighting amongst themselves, like, nothing is gonna be resolved, and then we did the whole thing for Leah into Inazuma where we're like, you know, we did the whole thing where we were like, oh yeah, like, you know, humans can sometimes take over the work of the gods and even sometimes succeed them. George, I will pose this question to you. What lesson or moral have we learned in Inazuma? And this whole freaking adventure of Inazuma? What do you think we're gonna take with us from Inazuma to Sumeru? What lesson or moral do you think we're gonna tell the Dendro Archon? What do you think? Knowing that the Dendro Archon is gonna have an arc that relates to pursuing knowledge. Because I feel like it's gonna have to relate to pursuing something that's eternal, and the fruitlessness of it. Because I feel like maybe you could do something with the pursuit of eternity in Inazuma and the pursuit of knowledge in Sumeru, and it being like, oh, you know, it's kind of fruitless, you know, I don't know. But let me know what you think, George. Let me know what you think of what the, let me know what you personally think we're gonna... What we learned in Inazuma, what are we gonna use in Sumeru? Let me know what you think. Okay, but first... Can I... Aha! Yes, I can. But first, I must do this. You know, before we continue this quest, I kind of want to, you know... give Senora the old... Oh, no, never mind, I guess not.
The Shogun has requested solitude.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji is only authorized to hold that pass permit. Wait, this is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Alright. Oh, you missed in my earlier VOD. There was a moment at the end where Guji Yae was talking about the whole thing that happened with the whole ending cutscene dialogue, and I said in the stream that I was getting goosebumps. All right.
She's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
I think basically we'll explain that dedicating yourself to one sole purpose, ignoring all else in that pursuit, will do more harm than good. I think that's good. Actually, you know what? I think that's good. Because they keep doing the one kind of similarity between Inazuma and Sumeru that I'm kind of seeing is that they have the same... They're both pursuing something. And Sumeru in the pursuit of knowledge. And then after that, I'm wondering how they're going to use knowledge and then bring it to the land of Fontaine, which is based around justice. That's what I'm interested in seeing. Oh, okay, I was going to walk alongside you.
How did you get in?
How do you think?
Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies?
I know, right? If you saw the tweet that I sent you, he looks so cool. I know he's kind of a messed up character that does human experimentation, but... One second, I just got a very important text from a friend. One second. I just got kind of like an important text from a friend. I just wanted to respond back to him. But yes, I mean, I know Dottore does human experimentation, but, you know...
We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Do puppets really need rest and relaxation?
This body has no need of rest, but I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
Find solace in truth and knowledge, and there are some things that require more intervention rather than rules. Yeah, because I'm wondering how knowledge, because Fontaine, the gimmick of Fontaine is that apparently the god of the Hydro Archon, who is a new Hydro Archon and it isn't the previous one. Apparently the previous one wanted to spread love and connect all the regions, but apparently the new Hydro Archon loves the court system and loves watching trials and sees it as a form of entertainment. So I was wondering if maybe there's something to kind of be connected between the knowledge that we learn in Sumeru and how that can be applied to the trial and court system and the ideal of justice that the Hydro Archon. I'm trying to think of how it all connects from, oh, this one to this one and this one to this one, because I want to see how wisdom and justice connect. That's what I want to see.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Have you malfunctioned?
It's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Oh, wow. I will take your domain expansion. I will walk slowly towards you.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
Yeah, that's true. And then I don't remember what the Pyro Archon is. I'd have to look at the wiki. I do not remember what the Pyro Archon is. I'd have to watch the Travail story spoiler chapter thing again.
Huh, it's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
So that's what she meant by forbidden.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. And thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh my god, Paimon!
No. She was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
Man, working with puppets and robots must be complicated.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
God, she really is like a kid in some aspects, and I don't necessarily hate it. It's just a very interesting quirk.
It's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
Come with us, get a change of pace, like Zhongli and Venti did.
Hmm?
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia?
You haven't left in a long time, I'll bet?
It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. Change of pace might well be nice. All right, then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Oh my god, you've been in here too long, eh?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go!
Oh my god, we're really gonna be tour guides for the Electro Archon? Okay. I am not mad at this story. I want to see where this goes. Oh man. I have a friend that messaged me and they're kind of going through something, so I may try to just get through this story. I may cut stream again, and then I might come back for the night.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air, and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
What's that?
There is no escape!
I guess it's just weird thinking that, again, the Raiden Shogun that we're controlling is kind of just the puppet. So we essentially pulled for the puppet. But, you know, A's consciousness is in Musou no Hitotachi. You know, she's in the sword. So, you know, I mean, we did pull for both of them, technically, but, you know.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty
Isn't?
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
You gotta get yourself out here sometimes.
What do we do now?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
Ah, beautiful image right here.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for
All the
commerce in
Archons
Plane
are
of Euthymia.
broke.
If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Why are all the Archons broke, George?
Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
Oh, man.
What is this doll selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Let's get takoyaki. Come on, let's get it. It's my favorite food. I'm not joking, by the way. Takoyaki is actually my favorite food. I really love eating it.
What's the Shogun doing here? What am I supposed to do in this situation?
Whoops. What's going on?
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience.
Oh, that's kind of a good idea.
For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk.
Oh, I forgot she has a weakness for sweets.
The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like... Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
That sounds really good, though.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. Even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't...
I see. Well, that...
No, almighty Shogun.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk. Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
I like that conversation. That actually was really nice.
Almighty Shogun, this is incredible!
Like, oh, I'm getting really endeared to A's character. Oh. I mean, I know she killed Kazuha's friend, but oh. You know what? I'm in my mind. I'm just gonna believe that that's the puppet and not A. That's all I'm gonna choose to believe.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
I still don't...
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to... read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Eye Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted...
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand...
Well... there are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing it again?
Huh. I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
Okay, I understand. Oh man, I feel like this is kind of a hot take because some anime and light novels have really long titles.
It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's... made up? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't...
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you?
All right, then. I have high hopes, though.
All right, leave it. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Ooh, a Lie martial arts story? We're making a scene.
What a strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point.
Reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Oh man.
With a premise like this, Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring the... Well, if someone turned...
To the characters.
Okay.
The suspense is... Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her... Yeah! The plot is... That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
To the characters.
Wait, I need to, like, get this right. Wait. Let's see. Oh my god! Ooh. Anyway, sorry, I was getting distracted.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so...
he's a fiction. What about the antagonist, though?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly?
So what do you think of Ya? Do you like the story?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of... In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time. I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Well, why don't we take a photo?
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it!
Must have her reasons.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you! Just leave the hard work to us. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir!
Okay. So what exactly is striking? Ah, I see. So in other words, the more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems.
Oh my gosh.
How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all. Casual. How about this? This feels... Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle.
Oh my gosh. Oh, am I actually gonna take a... Oh, we are actually gonna take a picture, okay. I'm trying to see what would be like kind of like a good angle. Let's see, zoom in / out. I'm trying not to, the angle's kind of, okay, wait, I'm trying to, okay, like this. Okay, do like this. I mean, I don't want it to be front and center, but I wish you would kind of face a little bit more, I think that's good. There we go.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
It's just a record.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
So your existence isn't singular.
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me, but I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Human beings will always be human.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember.
I can't wait for Fishy Sword Eula is gonna do some real big boy damage. I know, I'm excited for... You know what, George? I want to see you do 1 million damage with the Fish Sword on Eula. I challenge you to do that.
But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
Right.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty easy for you, George. I know you can do it.
Hey, Ippei! What's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The Almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji?
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Kujo Kamaji.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus, so... Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa.
Surely they would be discussing something like...
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. The meeting place is in the mountains near the
Takatsukasa.
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things. I've searched all over the city. Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. No need. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely
Oh my
decision.
god.
This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
Awesome stuff.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
Okay.
Shogun must have her reasons.
Okay, where are we heading to? Right over there. Okay. I'm just waiting for the day that you triple crown Eula if you haven't already. Let's see. I think the hardest thing is, especially when you pull for a 5-star, there's never really any true guarantee that you know if they're a good 5-star or not. Because again, there were sometimes that people would pull for like Yoimiya or some other ones and they felt like they were kind of, I guess, disappointed with what they experienced. And then there's some like Ganyu and Hu Tao that people never even expected to be, I guess, as good. I think especially Hu Tao, I think a lot of people, from what my understanding is, a lot of people didn't expect Hu Tao to be as good as she did. Or you could just, you know, be like Zhongli, where, you know, I think if enough people complain, you'll get a buff. Yeah, I pull for looks. Well, I pull for the Archons, mainly. Yeah, sure, let's go with this team. I know we're gonna have the Raiden, I mean, we're gonna have A with us, but, you know. I pull for the Archons, and then if I'm really feeling a character, I'll pull for them. But Ganyu is a must, because Ganyu does big damage if you build her right.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Maybe to evade detection.
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
All right. What do they have on you? Okay, 90. Engulfing lightning, of course. They usually give noblesse oblige. Exactly. Chakra. Ooh, okay, and then Musou Shinsetsu is gonna ignore 60% of opponent's defense, okay. Ooh, okay. Time to see what she would be like at her maximum power. Anything up there? No.
There is no escape!
Time to see what she's at with her max power. What?
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryo Commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion!
Nice. Let's do this.
Let's get down to business.
Illusion shattered!
To the berry.
Stabilize.
Truly, thickness is the most dangerous weapon in all of Mondstadt, so when they give a thick, muscular male character, I swear, it's over. It's over. Make Grandmaster Varka a really hot dad, please. That's all I'm asking for. That's all we're asking for, MiHoYo. Oh my god.
Lucky day. Going somewhere?
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, she does the big damage.
Finally,
There is no escape!
lucky day.
This is order. Solidify.
Now you shall perish!
Yep, that is true. She did canonically kill a monster with her thickness. That is, no lies are being told there. I should have brought Venti for this.
Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Crumble.
No, my sword! Illusion shattered!
Gather. The fairy.
Oh, there they are.
There is no escape!
See no more.
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
I think my favorite thing, honestly, about using the Raiden Shogun is I don't even see the whole sword coming out of the cleavage thing as a sexual thing. I just think of it as a badass thing of, if I had that ability to do the same thing, I would totally do it, honestly, so...
My blade.
I mean, I've seen He-Man pull some interesting things out of, like, his outfit that I have no idea where he stored it, and I'd love to be able to have that kind of cartoon logic. Okay. Yeah, I find it funny. I don't even find it, like, I just don't even find it like a sexual thing. I just find it badass.
Stabilize.
It's one of those things that if I could do the same thing as well, like, I absolutely would.
No, my sword! Torn to oblivion!
Come on, do the big numbers.
Shine down!
Oh, yep, nope, he did it already, too late.
There is no escape!
Useless.
Illusion! No, my sword! Shine down!
Alright, heal Sincho, there we go. This is my favorite of the 4 common battle enemy music, honestly. Anything that uses taiko drum, I really... Ooh, see? Would've missed it. Anything that involves taiko drum, I really like.
Look! It's Kujo Kamaji! But who's he with?
Almighty Shogun.
Shogun, what are you...
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryo Commission recently.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the
All factual statements, of course.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clans. These are...
Says who? Why, you two-faced... You're going back...
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under...
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me.
Well, yes, of course.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryo Commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Oh, you tell him, eh?
Sorry,
The first Tenryo Commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition?
You tell him,
Here
eh?
you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade. Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryo Commissioner.
You cowards!
Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, Almighty Shogun.
What?
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryo Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong, but that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, and right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform. Just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. Come forward.
Want to face not one Raiden Shogun, but two Raiden Shoguns. Ooh, this is a scene.
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, Almighty Shogun.
Oh, he's pretty good. Come on. Fight, Kamaji, fight! Fight, Kamaji, fight!
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins.
Oh, that was really good. I love that scene. That was really
Kamaji
good.
is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Oh, you tell him, eh?
Understood. Thank you, almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
I just really like the Archons. I just really love Venti and Zhongli and A. They just, Or, you know, Beelzebul and Morax and Barbados. They're just cool. I like their story. I just really appreciate it. I think the two main character stories that I cried at were, I cried at Venti's one, and I cried at Yoimiya's one. I'd have to remember if there was another one I cried at, but I very vividly remember crying at Venti's and Yoimiya's. Like the whole thing with the Stanley thing, and then the whole thing between Yoimiya, the two guys that were friends.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
He was lucky.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryou Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead.
Will you rule Inazuma directly?
I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryou Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Next time, we'll bring you some souvenirs.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life. Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay, I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue. but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yae Miko.
Okay, very complex characters. Again, that's the thing with the Archons. I find them very complex and kind of wanting to see how their roles kind of fit in. Because Beelzebul and Baal were both there, but Beelzebul was just a shadow warrior. But I'm wondering what a part Baal played in it, because she did die. She died in the whole thing that happened with Conria, and Beelzebul was, correct, like holding her, lifeless body. But I'm wondering then, since they said that, since Beelzebul was more the Kagemusha and the more kind of warrior one, I'm wondering themselves, like, were they more of a talker than a fighter? I'm not too sure, and I wonder how that played into Conria.
Miko, we're back! We had a great trip!
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself.
You and the Shogun enjoy teasing each other.
It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't.
Why are all of the Electro-Catalyst users all so kind of flirty and teasy?
So, from what you were saying, it seems that she has finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves.
The human heart?
Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
What a nice story. That was great.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
About Dongo milk?
I have no doubt that she immensely enjoyed that drink. I'm sure she was as happy as can be. What she really wanted to say was this. How soon do you think you could open a branch in the plain of Euthymia?
Oh my god.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
About the Raiden Shogun?
The puppet, yes. I've also heard that changing a puppet's operating rules is extremely difficult. It's most likely the first time in history anyone has faced this issue. You can imagine how hard it must be, given that it has successfully flummoxed the wise and powerful A. This is one problem that even the Muso no Hitotachi will not be able to solve. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
About light novels.
Don't you think it's a fun idea? Someone being reborn as the Raiden Shogun? That's all that light novels are supposed to be. A bit of fun. For her, though... yes, probably a little too avant-garde. Ooh, maybe I should commission a sequel. Reborn as Guji-ai.
Oh my god.
What do you think? Was there something else? Don't
Whoops,
you think
whoops,
it's for her, though? Ooh. Was there something else?
It's like her and Lisa have kind of very similar characters. Like kind of that teasing, kind of a lot more stronger and know more than maybe what they're letting on sort of energy.
May the blossoms of the sacred sakura bloom eternally. Narukami, please.
I want to see if I can, like, change the angle so it's more... Trying to see... No? Whoops!
Protection of the Electro-Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred sakura bloom eternally.
I can't really get, like, a good picture.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Okay. Time to face Senora.